titles and inspired greatness in his athletes as a coach. He coached it all from elementary school to high school in Ritchie County. Terry enjoyed particular success in girls high school basketball and in cross country. He built the Lady Rebels basketball program into an LKC power, and his teams posted 175 wins against 106 losses over a 12-year span. In that time, his girls won 3 LKC Night of Champion titles, won 5 Class AA sectional tournaments, 4 regional championships, and made 4 appearances in the state tournament. Terry coached several gifted athletes over the years, including his daughters, Tara, Missy, and Kelly. Terry also founded the cross-country team at Ritchie County High School and coached that sport for 13 years. His teams won 2 LKC championships and 9 regional championships, and his running Rebels brought home a state championship for Ritchie County in 2004. Please welcome 2010 Mid-Ohio Valley Sports Hall of Fame, Terry Spangler, and accompanying him is his wife, Carol, and his daughters as well. Terry.
Those who are used to Terry talking, I promise this is less than 5 minutes. I guess you can always say that God has a plan for all of us. As I grew up in a small coal camp in Boone County, West Virginia, there was only one way of life there, coal. I never fully realized that hitting and throwing all those rocks at old railroad cars would help pave my way out of the coal fields. But those rocks were like an unlimited pitching machine, and they were the first thing I learned to work at until I perfected my skills. I lived to play ball as a kid, but when I turned 16, I felt like I needed to make a mature decision and get a job instead of spend all my time playing ball. That was until my dad got home from work, and I told him my brilliant plan. He said, "So you need a car?" Even though I hadn't said that. He then told me that he'd do the best he could to get me one, which ended up being a gremlin. But that as far as I was concerned, I had the rest of my life to work, and I would only be a kid once. So I stuck with ball, even though at the time I didn't know it would be a life-changing decision. I had great coaches who helped me be good enough to get a football scholarship to WVU, and then I played both football and baseball at Glenville State College. It was there that I decided teaching and coaching was for me. I was assigned to do my student teaching at Pennsboro High School, and Kenny Wright let me help with the football team. That was how I ended up in my home for the past 30 years, Ritchie County, West Virginia. I couldn't have asked for a greater place to live, coach, and raise my children. I have met so many special people who have helped me immensely. My wife, Carol, my in-laws, Betty and Calvin Nelson, and all the Nelsons, including Troy, Sophie, and Carter, Kathy Carpenter, and the whole Carpenter Summers family, my fellow coaches, Kenny Wright, Tom Summers, Dave Mosser, Angie Sellers, Gary Jones, Davey McCullough, Katrina Dodson-White, and Holly Haddix, to name a few. My athletes I have coached in football, baseball, basketball, and cross country are like family to me. And 3 of my favorite players I have ever coached are my 3 daughters, Tara, Missy, and Kelly, who I might add were all state athletes in their respective sports. But I'm going to interject here and say that being the mediator in this situation, that was not always his easiest task. While the opportunities and discipline I gained by playing sports has influenced me throughout my life, it's the people I've had an opportunity and an honor to get to know that have helped me get through some tough times in my life. The athletes, both those I have coached and coached against, parents, grandparents, fans, and coaches I have worked with have influenced my life far greater. Those who believe the old saying, those who can do and those who can't teach, have missed out on the true meaning of what's important in life. When you teach or coach someone, you not only get to enjoy your own accomplishments, but the accomplishments of so many others. I think I can truly say whenever I played or coached football or baseball, ran track, or even played a game of marbles, I always gave it my best. And I hope that's what I have instilled in everyone around me. Always give it your best. Someday it may be difficult to take one step, but perhaps that one step that you take could be the one that helps you achieve something you never imagined was possible. I again want to thank everyone who made this day possible for me. There was never a game or meet that I didn't think my team would win. And I haven't given up the hope that I, and many like me, will win the game against Parkinson's disease. With God's help, there will be a cure and a victory. That confidence in winning, that's what sports has done for me, and I hope for all of you.